all the way over there. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Or Thursday. Today's Thursday. Happy Thursday. How are we? Tuesday was the top. I love that. No, I'm just delusional. Don't worry about it. I have a charity event tomorrow that I've been prepping for all day, and my brain is gone. So that's so real, honestly. Thank you. My voice is still a little gone because of my throat. So I probably won't be. I won't be able to like usual, but we're here. You will hear my 3D printer because I'm finishing up printing the Northern Mark sword. It's going to be 4.5 feet tall because his sword is gigantic compared to him. So, by size comparison, it will still be a little big for me, but I'd rather have it oversized because his is. Um, 'Cause why not? All his armor is like oversized. Um, Hi Beth, good evening. So, this is my new baby. I have it so you can take the hilt off. Because it'll be so long. I'm gonna rig it in ways in case I need to travel with it that it can travel. So this is the first step to being Northermar, which is very exciting because he's one of my favorites. We love Northermar. I also have the like tip of the blade done, um, but right now it's like the bulk of the blade is printing. It's 4 separate long pieces to get to the rest of it. That's a good idea. Or there's a way you can put magnets in PVC pipes, so you can like. He really is bulky. Um, I'm probably gonna shrink down his shoulder chest piece thing. Um, I was playing with the patterns yesterday. I think it was. Was it yesterday? We can find out. Beth is printing a really pretty night elf sword. 4 hours left on my. Ooh. I am glad to hear it. I got, I think, I can check. It might be like 10 hours left on that. Yeah, 10 hours. Did you find that file like online somewhere? It's so cool. It's neat. There we go. basic concept of Lorther Mars chess piece. It's interesting because it's gonna have like so many layers, and it's fun. He's very regal for a man that has to go toe to toe with Zolotov. Ooh, yeah, I definitely do. Do they have like a bunch of prop weapons? I found Lorther Mars accidentally. Um, ooh, thank you. Because I was in talks with a 3D modeler for his sword and Sylvanas' harp, and I just was like a little zooted. Uh, and I was like just looking at like what weapons are available as 3D print models, and this I'm like scrolling through, and then this sword pops up, and it just says "Wow sword," and I see the hawk on the hilt, and I was like, "Is that Lorthermar's sword?" I click on it, and lo and behold, it's not labeled at all. It's not labeled 12. It's not labeled Lorthermar. It's not labeled Midnight. Like it was just WoW sword, and I was like, well, perfect. Hello, friend. Welcome on in. Wow, a sword. Yeah, I was like, what a interesting sword to be like a WoW sword. And this person doesn't have a lot of World of Warcraft stuff. It's all Genshin Impact. But I went through his like profile for props and stuff, and he had Vorthamar sword, just titled WoW sword. But then he had, I think it was not Trallian, Tyrion. He had Tyrion sword, and it was labeled Tyrion sword, and I was like, what threw me off at first was that they loaded into Bamboo Studios, and he says that the yeah. Oh, jeez. Hi, bestie. Do you like the new dancing dragon emote? There's also another one in there for some of you because I saw it and I was like, we should probably have that as an emote. you know, I really don't know if this person like was asked by a friend to make these 3D models and they didn't really know what they were, so that's just what they had them labeled as, or like it was quite interesting. Um, but I was very glad to find Lorthamar sword. So then the only file that I have to like ask somebody to make for me is Sylvanas' harp loot thing. Hi, Vass. Because I would like to have that since I have everything Sylvanas ever. I really appreciate was it Ben Hearthstone was tagging me in all the new Sylvanas art today that came out with Hearthstone. So I'm like in the middle of doing some work on Rumi, and I get these like ad notifications, and I'm like, he's tagging me. It's got to be Sylvanas content. So we got two new pieces of art with her in it. One featuring Banshee Queen, one featuring Ranger General, which was cool. And the new mini set like got shown and announced, teased. So I thought, And then I'll also be printing Leadrin sword. So it's just going to be big swords for a while. Because I also have to print Toronto's Warglaive too. And that's like a whole thing. And technically I can use her bow because she uses her bow off screen. As well as in like some card art for Hearthstone, but I would also like a Warglaive. Not that I have anywhere to put it, but these are the things we have for cosplay. I felt like Zolotov's emotes were fine. I really want to get a bonk emote made, but it's like Nathanos or something. It's not about where you put it, it's about sitting. And like, I think you guys know I have like a storage area for a lot of my armor and and I'm like, I don't like to store props there though, because I'm always afraid they'll like fall in, and then so it might just be finagling things to make space. Because Lorthamar, I don't even know where I'm gonna put Lorthamar's sword, let alone Leatrin's, let alone a giant Warglaive. I need nobody to get a new bow for a while because my entire wall is just full of bows, and I don't know what I would do if somebody else got a new bow. I'm like, ugh. I have too many to begin with. Which, like, a crazy problem to have, right? I want to look at this artist who sent me. Oh, this is who. That artist is who did my Wild Heritage Armor sword shoulders. Every time I see that they have the Stormwind Guard armor for both male and female bodies, and I'm like, even though I'm definitely Horde and not Alliance, but the thought crosses my mind in a way. Because why not? Hi, Artist Dragon. Welcome on in, friend. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. How is your stream? Welcome on in. Sorry I'm not very loud today, but my throat is still, so we have to talk in a save my voice way, especially if I'm interacting with like because what sometimes happens is when I have asthma attacks and I have to use my inhaler, especially 1 to 2 times in a row, it dries out my throat. And I had already had a sore throat at the beginning of the week and like the weekend. Going off to bed, it's like, oh, have a good night. Thanks for joining. It will destroy my throat. And in fact, I had already gotten over my throat being sore to then having the asthma stuff. And then it's just, it creates. The new cosplay? Which one? I feel like I've been like posting random teasers for so many things. because I have had so much like 3D printing progress done while I've been doing other things. So I can use the sword ITs technically for the shoulders I showed, but they are different costumes. Like everything has a different costume, which I'm sure is driving people up the walls. But I can show you. I just put the sword away, but I can. It's half done, ish. It's gonna be 4.5 feet tall. The rest of it's printing right now, and that's Lorthamar. And then the shoulders were for the Blood Elf Heritage armor. Because like you can technically use any Blood Elf weapon with Blood Elf Heritage armor. It doesn't really matter. They don't have like designated weapons, but I do have files for like a really cool long glaive and like a shield. So that'd be cool. Listen, Kel Cosplay made the same joke earlier. And then he joked about making me a booster seat. I was like, for somebody to cosplay as the Anduin, he throws hands constantly. So I will probably be in heels. For Lorthamar, but it also kind of works out because I had Beth try on Belisara because I think it would be really cute if Beth and I did like a Lorthamar and Belisara shoot when Lorthamar's done. And the height works out, so at least in that way. I'll put some books on your chair. And I joke with my friends Ben and Cass all the time. In the Haunted Mansion movie, they talk about the head of the haunted, like the house, shaved down all the chairs so everybody was smaller and appeared shorter than him at the dining room table. And I was like, that's something I would do. Yeah, that's my first build for 2026 is doing Mokramar. That's why we're making the big sword. So, and the nice thing is I already have Felicia's armor, so I can throw Beth in it, and it can be a cute thing. That's kind of nice. Like, I have a lot of Warcraft costumes, and it's nice that like, even though I'm small, some of my friends fit in them, so I can like shove them in my armor sets and be like, "Where's this thing with me?" I don't like being by myself all the time. I like cosplaying with other people and doing other things instead of it just being me all the time. And I have so many costumes. It's a little stupid, and they need to be worn. He does have a big sword. Honest question, because knowing you're a little Kira and also doing 3D prints for cosplay, are you sure you can handle all the weight? So most cosplays for me are still going to be a lot of EVA foam. There are some things that will be 3D printed or will be a hybrid. The only armor set that will be fully 3D printed that I have planned so far is Nindara, but I've also been playing with TPU. And TPU is a flexible, lightweight, almost foam-like filament. And you can use it for armor pieces. You can use it for head pieces. It's flexible. I'm currently learning how to use that. So then certain armor pieces as well I can incorporate it into as well. So thank you for following. It's kind of, it's finding that like, because like my war chief Sylvanas is all 3D printed. And I love that costume. But she's incredibly hard to wear because of it. But her breastplate was the last thing Jessie printed for me. And it's out of TPU, so it's flexible. And that's what I've been experimenting with. I haven't dialed in the settings great quite yet. I had some failures trying to print my Zolotok leg armor out of it, but we'll keep playing with it. I have a couple rolls to like just play with and figure out a good balance. But for the most point, 99% of my props are 3D printed. Mandara is the only one right now that'll be like 100% 3D printed, and we'll see how much of that I end up once I hone in on TPU. Mm-hmm. The only filament that I've been able to just like plug and play is the PLA Basic and PLA Tough. Mine, I think I've been having it too hot, so it gets stringy. And I couldn't get the. I only have a 1 slot printer. So the support switch is fused to it. So it's playing around and seeing what is going to work with my printer. I've also only been using Bamboo Lab brand filament with it. I actually have some transparent filament coming in that I'm really excited about, that I want to play with because I want to 3D print Rumi's sword from K-pop Demon Hunter since I have all her outfits already. And I thought it'd be fun to do like a transparent, and also like Willow has a file for classic Jaina's staff. And I think it'd be really fun to 3D print like a transparent crystal for that. Just play with it. Don't you worry. I figured things out to make it the safest for me to wear. Do you have a dryer? I do not. Like a hair dryer? No. Yes, but like a dryer, no. I'm working on designs above Frostburn. Ooh, that sounds cool. Wait, I can bring my ghost back. Hold up. They've been missing. I recommend best to always toss your filament in before printing to ensure. Ah, okay. I will definitely look into that. Is that something I can just like get on? Gotcha. Any plans for house tour in WoW? My house or other people's? I can. My Alliance house, I ended up like gutting it from the inside when I was like during one of my really bad sick days. And I it's ugly. It's fine. I'll figure out what I want to do with it eventually. Gotcha. Yeah, if we end up doing house tours, we can do that. Listen. I'll draw you a floor plan. I also like have been trying to I made a rogue. Because like I'm trying to get anything last minute out of Legion Remix. And I felt like it would be really cute to have a rogue for like Murder Row uh RP content. So like leveling a rogue seemed like a really fun idea to do, and like we have 10 days of Legion Remix left, and I do want some of the Legion Remix, or not Legion Remix, but like the general rogue order hall decor. Um, so I started doing that. I think I'm still logged in. I haven't AFK'd yet. No, she's just sitting there. She's cute. And that's what I've been like messing with today. Before stream, I made her. Thank you, Alyssa, for sending me that article on filament drying stuff. Gunnar also did let me know they submitted all the giveaway winners information to have your glasses shipped to you. And then I asked them about sending some of the new glasses to me so I can show them on stream, but I haven't heard back, so I need to follow up and be like, I want to show them to everyone. There we go. Because they have the new follow glasses are on pre-order. But I'm really excited to get those in and show you guys. And then I asked for the Mustang glasses because I didn't realize they come in a gold frame, and I also don't have a pair. So I would like to show those because I think they're really pretty. Because Beth was like, "Oh, the gold pair." I was like, "They have a gold pair?" So I requested those for me. As well as the Alienware glasses that you can see here. So I'm like, I've been wearing my Tokidoki ones a lot lately. I go through like cycles where all I do is wear my Blizzard glasses, and then all I wear is my Tokidoki glasses. It just goes whatever my mood is. So I have these two are like my go-to. This is Crystal Kingdom, and then these are what are these ones called? Yeah, these are Donatella. So I wear these a lot. And I have these California Dreamin', which are like a blue, ice blue variation. And these are the Crystal Kingdom that are really cute because they've got like crystal on the side. I also, they're gonna get so sick of me asking for them to bring back. Where are they? There they are. I want these back. My Heroes of the Storm glasses. I have a pair, but I've never been able to find the sleeves. And I want a pair of the sleeves. I don't even care who it is. I just want a pair of the sleeves to go with my Heroes of the Storm glasses. We also got new skins in Overwatch today. We got the Borealis skins. I believe we're getting partner codes for those, so I'll be able to show you them once they send them to me, or I'll just get the Mercy skin because it's really cute. But the Mercy skin is beautiful. It gives like Aqua from Kingdom Hearts vibes with like the way they did her hair. It's really cute. I also often mourn Heroes of the Storm. That's why before Overwatch asked me, uh originally DreamHack, I was supposed to compete in Plague. I think it's Plague Master Sylvanas. My brain's gone. Her master skin. So I was originally supposed to make and compete in that for DreamHack, and then Overwatch asked me to build that Mercy for DreamHack, so that's why that didn't get finished. But I have a Heroes of the Storm skin in the works. Listen, if they announce anything Heroes of the Storm at BlizzCon, I will collapse to my feet sobbing. I promise you. You'll get to watch me in person collapse onto the floor sobbing. Kind of like if they do something with StarCraft. Give me a reason to bring my Nova cosplay out again. I haven't worn her since the StarCraft Hearthstone crossover when I did that cosplay stream as Nova. But everyone, if you like Gunner glasses or you just want like a really fun collectible Heroes of the Storm item, StarCraft Ghost gets announced, you'll be able to tie a string. Listen, I keep tweeting too. I'm like, if Blizzard does anything with StarCraft, I will build Queen of Blades Kerrigan. I will finally do it. I will boots to the ground. The esports community is still very active. They took a break last year and they're bringing it back this year. So it's nice to see like the esports side of it still exists. Hell yeah. It's I know too, like once because Lilith is another one of my builds this year. Once I do Lilith, I think that's like the last barrier to self-confidence of being able to build Kerrigan. I think that's like the final hurdle. Yeah. Hopes and dreams. Also, I'd like Nathanos back, please. I made a meme last night. Hold up. Inhaler, my hand's shaking like this. I drew this as a meme over the fact that like some people when they do that quest line, you see Nathanos behind a rock, and I was like, the concept of Nathanos is just like been creeping around rocks and stuff, and won't actually go say hi to his girlfriend, but the concept of like Sylvanas having a mirror still on her because she's still a Vayne high elf, you know, and she's like checking her hair one day and she just sees Nathanos lurking behind a rock. And then where's the response image? That's what I want from BlizzCon. I'll be like, can I do one of those really cool dev interviews where I just ask really unhinged questions? One of in which will be me asking, where is Nathanos? If we don't have Nathanos information by then. My phone background is still him from that Hearthstone art we got. Well, remember the Assassin's Creed 3 meme of like the worst Charles Lee? That's gonna be me as Sylvanas going, where's Nathanos? Where is he? Where is my man? You keep teasing him. I got him in Dragonflight for a minute. And he gets referenced by Sylvanas. She's like, I'm looking for my love. And I'm like, okay. Now we've had this like weird ghost, him hiding behind a rock thing going on. Where's my man? I'd like him back. It's so some hand-drawn posters that says, have you seen this man with a stick figure with a goatee surrounded? One of my favorite memories from BlizzCon, the last one, because Ben and I were cosplaying Sylvanas and Nathanos together, and this guy comes up and like asks for a picture with Ben and like with Ben and I, and he like in the middle of the picture just goes, I drew you. And it's I think his name's Kevin, was the one that did the concept art for BFA Nathanos. And Ben's like, a core memory. I think he's got like a video of us on his Instagram or something, but it was really cute. I dream sounds so amazing. I think anywhere outside of BlizzCon that might be weird, but BlizzCon was full of like. I also met a lot of people that like in passing saw me and were like, "Oh, I worked on your WoW IRL documentary episode," which was cool. I'm like, oh, "Hello." I think the most common thing I got at BlizzCon was they were like, "Oh, you're the cosplayer from Twitter." Like, yeah, that was probably the comment I got the most. I'm sure it will not change. We also met the concept artist for Calicos. We met a lot of people. It was really cool. And then one of my voice actor friends is friends with the person that voices Calicos. So then I was texting them so they could come surprise my friend Cass, who was cosplaying Calicos, to meet Calicos, which was really fun. Like plotting that for a couple hours. The number of people that knew you at this moment. I also was pleasantly surprised how many people knew who I was, and a lot of people knew me from TikTok. And I think I forget, I have almost 200,000 followers. And what that means. So, but also just like, if you know anything World of Warcraft, you've probably seen my face at some point, which is also crazy to think and conceptualize just how many people like know of me or know like. It's very cool though, because it's people I wouldn't have normally gotten to like meet, since I generally like stay at like certain events or in Florida. I've done so many WoW cosplays too. Like, did I thank the person that followed me 2 minutes ago? I'm so sorry, but I didn't. Thank you for following. You and one of the artists we have. Oh, I'm honored. Ray, that's so sweet. I know. My socials were people were so angry because I haven't cosplayed Emma Frost in like 3 or 4 years, and they're like, she brought Emma Frost to an out-of-state convention when we haven't seen her in Emma Frost in years, and I was like, people wanted to buy photo ops with you. Oh, that's so sweet. I would be so honored if somebody's like, yeah, I want a photo op with her. It's true, and that's why I chose to bring Emma. I was like, I forget what exact. I think I had like originally thought about bringing Jaina and Norsdormu, and then I was like, oh, what if I brought like Whitemane, because I bring Whitemane around a lot this year, or like, and then when I saw you guys had Amy Chu, I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Next time we have her, you'll have to have a I would have wanted a photo. Aww, that's so sweet. I do just be this like owl that costs. When was the last time you wore Emma? Yeah, it was 2021 MegaCon because you and Will went with me. And I think I wore it to Dragon Con might have been the last time. Because there was one Dragon Con I wore Phoenix Force Emma and the comic cover Emma. I don't know if that was the same year or not. But in Florida, it was definitely the last time was MegaCon 2021. But in general, it might have been 2022. Right? That just means I have to bring Taronda. Because I think people would lose their minds if they saw a picture of me with an owl as Taronda. Since I have 2 Taronda cosplays to finish. Dude, my soul would have left my body. Like, absolutely left my body. Beside myself. I would... It'd also be really funny to have a Sylvanas, but I feel like Taronda is like a quintessential. It would have been nuts. Especially like if I have Night Warrior Taronda done, but like that would go so hard. I'd have to get like HD photos on my DSLR so then I could have one of my photographers like make a composite out of it or something. I'm really excited. I talked to Type Photography that takes a lot of those really beautiful photos of me in my Warcraft outfits, and we're gonna do a location shoot with War Chief this year. Because I haven't done like an actual shoot with that costume yet. It's only been worn to like official events. So we were talking about some ideas. I think it'll be really, really cool because I really want her to shoot it. I think it'd be really pretty. But I messaged her and I was like, "Would you be interested in something like that?" She was like, "Yeah, we can scout locations and like do a trip or anything you want to like." Yes. I don't do a lot. It's so interesting because like 2018, 2019 to like 2022, I used to do so many photo shoots all the time, and now it's like a rare thing that I do photo shoots anymore. I've become like a cryptid. I should probably like go back to having, you know, photo shoots and like even if Alyssa and I just like ran around and took pictures and then went to dinner or something, like having more photos. I think I like got out of the brain mindset of it for a while, and I think like getting used to veneers was a huge part of that, especially this year, because a lot of things I put on the back burner, learning how to use my veneers and stuff. But thank you, bestie. I appreciate you. Alyssa took all those really pretty pictures of the really cool Nathanos picture and then the really pretty pictures of Iris from Alestrals. I might try. I know there's like a few costumes I need updated photos in, and like we'll figure it out. Good morning. Thank you. My throat is destroyed, I think, from using my inhaler 2 days in a row, but we're okay. I actually haven't worn my golden roomie, so I'm excited to finally wear it tomorrow. I also love it's so cute. I love it so much. I think too I like this one. I think this year too was like the year I started learning to ask for help too, because like I used to self shoot a lot, and that's a lot in like armor and like doing listings by yourself. And I finally got comfortable asking for assistance. I think that's a big step too. Jill Valentine casually taking photos of the phone. Listen, I have some TikToks I still have to edit from DreamHack. I have photos of you and I that I still have to edit from DreamHack. We should just have a photo editing stream at some point, because I know I did that in the past where I showed you guys how I do like my photo editing. Yeah, I can be like, this is how I edit photos, and this is how they look. I'm definitely not like professional, but this is how I do it. Who works stream? Like, guys, I'm streaming me editing photos, so I finally edit these photos that have been sitting on my iPad. Like, the one I edited of you is still one of my favorites of you, and I'm glad I like did that in the hotel room while we were sitting. Because I really liked that photo. But I have. Yeah, there's a few Mercy I still have to mess with, and then there's one of you and I with our mocktail Red Bulls on our phones. I learned more than I ever thought I'd learn about editing photos, making assets for my show, and I still have no. Listen, and you did a great job with that. I like want to get that photo framed because I think it's so cool. Hello, Gundam. We're yapping. We should be playing World of Warcraft. We've been yapping about stuff. I still have a few. I think I have like one or two photos with Alestrals too. I wanted to play with. Just a bunch of nerds, and right, we're just yap session. We're talking about like what we'd like out of BlizzCon and talking about DreamHack, and that I'm getting back into doing photo shoots this year. That's one of my like main goals, and like all kinds of stuff. I know I haven't done a Hearthstone stream in so long. I know I also do a hot stream. I also haven't streamed Overwatch in a while. It's just been World of Warcraft. I think because it's like my comfort game, so it's easy for me to just like boot up and yap with all of you. But Hearthstone's also cozy. Thank you. I do see you guys in like Discord playing, and I'm like, I like Crackhead worked on getting Nathanos' skin off the battle pass, and then I was like, my job here is done. Because I think I had intended to do a Hearthstone stream the day WoW was down for maintenance to do pre like and it was for early access housing because like we didn't know how long it was gonna take. So I like booted up Hearthstone, and then within 5 minutes it was time for. So I was like, oh, we're just not. It's house time. Sorry, Hearthstone. I love you. I always will. People get a chuckle out of my debit card has one of those skins on it, and it is a Hearthstone card, and people get a kick out of that a lot because everything is on brand for me. That's like if you ever had to figure out if I was like a fake Kira, it's that every single thing I own is on brand. If something is not on brand, like it's not me. I love being very on brand with like my interests. I'm shocked my debit. Listen, I'm excited for you. Congratulations. I'm a very like if I have an interest, it is my entire personality. Kind of like my obsession with skull pandas. I got a skull panda shirt. It was really exciting. It's not to wear it on stream some point, but like, guys, skull panda. And then of course me like putting a doodle on Twitter and Blue Sky where I'm like, wow, Blizzard already works with the Pop Mart. They should collaborate with Skull Panda and make a Sylvana Skull Panda for me because I want it. They just released two. Today is the release of their like Year of the Horse. And there's a skull panda, and I keep looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Listen, if you dress ramen up healthy, it's good for you. Yeah, pre-patch is in what, 2 weeks? Very exciting. That's when they're like all the add-ons, right? This pre-patch. Dressing up 1800 milligrams. Well, don't use all of it and don't drink the broth. You'll be fine. It's fine. I actually used to eat a lot of instant ramen. I've been doing that for a while though, because like I started using my air fryer a lot more and shopping more at Sprouts. So I've had like decent meals. Yes, I'm for sure. Add on bonfire. I am convinced I would starve if I didn't have my air fryer. To be quite honest, I'm gonna start playing WoW. We can still yap, but yeah, I got one during COVID. It was like the thing I went out and bought before we went into lockdown. And I love my air fryer. I don't know what I would do without my air fryer. Starve, actually. Quite literally starve. It's either that or I'm gonna be sitting on Mercari waiting for somebody to put one of the new Skull Pandas up for sale because I don't want to buy a blind box and like play blind box game. I just want the one. gonna be that's it. Like, I'm telling you, Gunnar has to make mini glasses so I can put them on all my little friends, so we can match. It's very important to me. Gunnar could release glasses where it's every. I also think my moon kid needs glasses. I tried to put it on my plush toy once, and that did. He's got a big head. Glasses did not fit on him. Sorry, buddy. You know what's really interesting? This is just like random Kira tangent, because I'm not a blind box person per se, but I do like very specific ones. And that's, I like Labubus, I like Skull Pandas, and I like Baby Threes. And it's very interesting, the resale market of these things, because a lot of them people buy like the fancy ones, right? Like the Kuromi Skull Panda. It was $54 on PopMart. Plus tax, plus shipping, you're looking at 60 something dollars. And then they're reselling it on Mercari for $60. And I'm like, there's no profit there. I'm confused why this is a thing. It always baffled me. Now we're gonna. What if I just put Zolotov's feet on stream? Did you see Touchpad Warriors like raid notification thing? He has feet come down and it's Zolotov's feet. I was cackling. I was like, I think I saw that on like TikTok or something. I was like, my guy. I had to explain my coworker her fee yesterday. She didn't play it. I'm also here to tell all of you because it really annoyed people apparently with my Zolotot cosplay that I did not have my feet out. And I do that for just general convention safety, because I was wearing Zolotot to events and stuff. I will have my feet out this time. You're welcome, internet. I don't know what I'm gonna do at BlizzCon. Not a clue. I'm sure Sylvanas at some point. I guess we'll see. I feel like I'm the worst person that everybody's trying to talk to about, like, do you want to group cosplay together? Do you want to do this? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And don't rely on me, because if I have to change my plans last minute, I don't want to upset anybody. Because especially, like, I'm a hype cosplayer when it comes to, like, World of Warcraft and Blizzard. So, like, if they talk about something with The Last Titan and, like, they're like, oh, you know, this character is prominent in it, I'm gonna want to bring that character kind of thing. Oh my gosh, like, one of those, like, giant, like, a giant blow-up foot, but it's on a foot. He's so funny. Alright, that's not me. This is me. Everyone meet my rogue. Isn't she cute? She's adorable. We love her. I actually don't think I have a red-haired elf. But she's super cute. We love her. Right? This is... Someone gifted this to me a couple days ago. It's in one of the sets. Yeah, it's in this. But I thought it was really cute. Because I'm like... We have to remove his chibies. Like, again, the thought of, like, Murder Row came to mind. And I'm like, I would really like a rogue that could be fun for, like, Murder Row. RP stuff. Like, that seems like it would be fun. So that's why I wanted, when I was thinking of, like, what's probably the last class I'll have time to do something with, I was like, oh, a rogue. Because I really also don't have a rogue. Like, I feel like I've leveled one a couple times and I just abandoned them. So... The idea too that I can just, like, stealth around is fun. Okay, my bad. I'm bad at being a rogue. I'm gonna kill the chef. It's fine. I also saw like a post with a bunch of the new decor coming in midnight that's all Blood Elf themed, and I'm like, I'm going to demolish my house and rebuild it with all the new Blood Elf decor. Then Corona. Oh, we have to see Shaw. As I call him, Nathanos' ex-boyfriend. My headcanon that nobody can take from me.
Let none survive.
Hey, don't be rude. I will personally fistfight you in the parking lot. I mean, their backs are turned. We could just walk in. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Did this whole person really so much wondering what was happening in the rogue class story before I go to the end and realize it's a... I like that I can just... Oh. think I can just immediately can't choose peak dark. Listen, I will get my task done. It may not be the correct way or the way intended, but I will always get my task done. You came up on my recommended? Well, thank you for being here. Welcome on in. My name's Kira or Dark Lady. We're playing some Legion Remix today. While we sneak in to Stormwind. No one tell Kel. Or tell him. Let him know that his kingdom I can sneak in very easily. Oh. Beep, 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 beep. How do I pickpocket? Oh. What do you mean very easily? Literally the first guard saw you when you had to kill. Listen. Hold up. I have to send this to Ben and tell him it's his next cosplay. It's good to meet you as well. Oh. Well, see, he had the coded message. It's fine. That's not right. Oh, we're going to Old Town. You want to see how many Stormwind guards I have to kill on the way out? I swear I am sneaking. Oh, Old Town is a part of Stormwind? Why? Why can't I go through the sewer? Made it. This is a really terrible time to know nothing of how Stormwind works. They gotta bolster their security if I'm just walking in here. Goodbye. Thanks, Corona. You're welcome. Goodbye. I don't want to be here anyway. If I can storm one, much better. Or Dalaran, much better. Ooh, they have the pretty. What's that, the mythic one? And 2 expansions when I can do that. Valmira? Don't you worry, I'm reworking your outfit. Do you still need help with Mythic Plus keys and remix? There's a hidden achievement. There's a hidden achievement? What's it do? I got the outfit for Mythic Plus keys that one of my friends brought me through. I think I'm okay because I have the outfit, but thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Vanessa. I keep telling Alyssa she should cosplay Vanessa. You really should. I like that she has North Dormu's shoulders, like his old ones, except in red. Oh, I see. Alright, calm Vanessa. Alright, friends, I'm gonna take a restroom break. I'll be right back. All right. On to our next. My printer keeps making concerning sounds, but it's literally fine. It's just, it's not even the print itself. So one of the first times I refilled filament, I did it incorrectly. So I have a loose spool, and I duct taped the spool on the inside to make sure it didn't fall open while I'm printing. So every once in a while you hear the duct tape going through the loop, and it keeps making me think something's going on with the print, and it's not. It's just moving the spool. My poor throat is just like, ugh. Hmm. So what we've all learned today is I'm really bad at being a rogue. Not my forte. You know, because WoW has this like doing stuff for decor and whatnot, it makes me realize what props and like stuff exists in World of Warcraft and where it's located and how frequently it's used. Like my brain wouldn't have thought about like I've seen these before I have them in my house kind of thing. It's so interesting too, like oh, did they? Interesting. It's also really interesting like how quick some people's order hall stuff is and others are like take longer. Like these brazers on the side. I have a ton of these and I now like perceive them places. I look out that I'm on like a low pop server. So it's a lot easier to farm for the Dark Shore stuff. There was one stream where we just did Dark Shore because I wanted more Sylvanas. And there was like one item that wouldn't drop for me. And that was an adventure. Thank you. My shaman was level 50, so when I finished Order Hall campaign, my team was listening. Yeah, right? So it's like, it's crazy how different it is for each class. Ah, that makes sense. It's also, so when Legion came out, I did Warrior Hunter Mage. And I've never really gone back and done Order Hall stuff very much. So it's interesting seeing what all the Order Hall stuff is now that I've never seen before. I've done Druid, Paladin, and Mage, and Rogue back then, nothing out. Yeah, so this makes you like experience all this stuff. It continues to baffle me just how huge Legion was. It feels. Ooh, very nice, very nice. I wonder how much order resources it'll cost to fully upgrade these. A lot, which is really unfortunate that we don't get order resources doing this. I've been spending all of mine on decor. Because I started doing the mage one because I was really close to like having the achievement for some more decor, and then I saw how much it was going to cost, and I was like, ooh, I want this painting in my house for decor. Big time plan for the Druid order. My home is from my main, so it's night elf and druid home in my mind. I love that. My house, I ended up like putting it into 3 different subsections where there's like a very elven area, and then a very magey area, and then like a little forsaken area. I'm sure it'll end up changing once we have a lot of blood elf decor, but that's been my like thing. More like an album. I'm on Tune Alliance. The other are too close to remote. Oh. I almost my alliance house, I ended up getting like the perfect spot in the like graveyard area, but the original spot I had was the one, it's like by the little town by a bunch of like mushrooms and trees, and like there's a lake and like some little like, there's so many cute areas in the alliance uh housing area. Yeah, I of course want like Eversong Forest because I want to like peak Blood Elf house. Grizzly Hills would be so like cozy though. Hmm. Oh, those would be lovely. Yep. Oh, it's this close one. Can I walk with you? Dang. You know, it would be really cute, like a house on the Timeless Isles. I really do just like chuck myself like what the. Why am I even stealing things out of Dollarama? Like, why? I love that these mailboxes are outside both of my houses, and I love that they've got like a little wisp that like loops around. I love Valera. I'm excited for her to be like our dog companion in Midnight. I hope I get her daggers as a transmog at some point too. I wonder what a catchphrase is, right? I'm excited. Going to bed. Have a good stream. Have a good night, friends. Sleep well. I love seeing. There was somebody I saw that did a Revendreth exterior, and I would really like to see if they did like Draenei exterior because there's so much Draenei interior. It would be really cool. The WoW has like set them up to have really cool player housing and like additions to player housing for a long time. Oh, not kill Jaden. Yeah, probably. I love these rogue daggers. I wonder if there's. I could probably. There's probably files for them somewhere. They're really cool. That's my. So because I've been cosplaying for in October this year, it'll be 20 years. Every single thing is like an obtainable thing to have in real life, which is such an interesting like life to lead. Because like I have Frostmore next to me and Atash and stuff, and printing Lorthamar's sword and stuff. But like it'd be very feasible for me to just have the things of the Devourer because I think they're I fell asleep. I hope you slept well. Yeah, I've actually got 2 of them. Hold up. So I've got this one. He's a little broken. He broke. It's okay. I have to touch up his paint. That's one of them. And then this one, a Medivh cosplayer retired from cosplaying. Game accurate. I have 2 of them. So we have one that's like more stylized and one that's game accurate. But I treasure them. Time for my 3D printer so you can print out your entire house. I know. My wife asked me to tell you she loves your Elvis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, friends, and with that, it's going to end our Gunner sponsored portion of this stream. Thank you so much, Gunner, for being here with us, and make sure to check out their website for any blue light blocking or prescription glasses you may need, or even sunglasses. They have some really cool collaboration sunglasses like Fallout and The Witcher that you can check out. And you can use my code DarkLady to get yourself a nice discount. So thank you so much for being with us, Gunner, tonight. We appreciate you and have a wonderful night over there.